Hello everyone and welcome to today's Actiphy webinar series. Thank you for taking the time to join us. Today we're excited to introduce ImageReplicator, our new dedicated replication solution for ActiveImage Protector backup images. During today's session, we'll discuss why offsite replication is an essential part of a modern backup strategy, demonstrate how ImageReplicator automates the replication process, and show how it helps protect your backup data across local, remote, and cloud storage. We'll conclude with a live demonstration, some deployment best practices, and a Q&A session. Before we look at ImageReplicator, let's talk about why offsite replication has become an essential part of modern backup strategies. Ransomware attacks are becoming more sophisticated and frequent, with cybercriminals targeting backup repositories and recovery infrastructure, not just production servers. A backup that can be found and destroyed isn't effective. Thus, organizations must focus not only on creating backups but also on protecting them. While ransomware gets the headlines, hardware failures are a top cause of downtime. Hard drives, storage arrays, controllers, and power events can all cause sudden damage. Even with redundancy, failures disrupt operations. Reliable backups are essential for quick recovery. Not all disasters are caused by malware or hardware failure. Often, human error is the biggest risk. Files can be accidentally deleted, systems misconfigured, storage formatted, or data overwritten, mistakes that happen in organizations of any size. A good backup strategy ensures that these errors are recoverable rather than permanent. Consider events affecting entire areas like hurricanes, floods, fires, and earthquakes that can make a building and its contents inaccessible. If backups are in the same facility, recovery from a site-wide disaster is difficult. Offsite replication is essential for disaster recovery planning. Planning starts long before a disaster occurs. Creating a successful backup is just the first step in data protection. Having only one backup creates a single point of failure, increasing the risk of loss due to ransomware, hardware failure, or damage. Modern recovery relies on redundancy, ensuring backups are available when needed, not just created. Offsite replication is crucial for data protection. Keeping an extra backup at a different location, like a remote office or the cloud, minimizes the risk of total loss. It doesn't replace your primary backup, but it complements it by providing an additional protected copy if needed. Backups aren't valuable simply because they exist. They're valuable because they enable recovery. Every business continuity plan depends on having backup data available after an incident. If the backup survives, recovery is possible. If they don't, everything else becomes much more difficult. That's why we say a backup only provides value if it survives the disaster. The 3-2-1 backup strategy is a widely accepted best practice that remains relevant despite technological changes. It recommends maintaining 3 copies of your data, your production data, a primary backup, and an additional copy, which reduces the risk of permanent data loss from failures or attacks. The second recommendation is to store copies on at least 2 different storage types. For instance, your primary backup could be on a local NAS, while another copy is on cloud storage or another platform. Using different storage tech reduces failure risks and boosts disaster recovery flexibility. The key recommendation, especially for today's webinar, is to keep at least 1 backup copy off-site, either at another office, a disaster recovery site, or in cloud storage. The goal is to prevent a local event from wiping out all copies. ImageReplicator supports this by automating backup image replication to local, remote, or cloud storage, making it easier to follow the 3-2-1 backup strategy without complexity. The workflow is simple. ActiveImage Protector creates backups, and ImageReplicator monitors them and automatically replicates them to destinations like local drives, NAS, remote sites, or cloud storage. This adds protection without altering your backup process. Now that we've covered why offsite replication is crucial in a modern backup strategy, let's examine ImageReplicator. It is a dedicated app that replicates backup images created by ActiveImage Protector. Instead of relying on generic file copy utilities or custom scripts, the goal is to automatically maintain extra copies of your backups wherever you choose to store them. Because ImageReplicator is designed for ActiveImage Protector backups, it understands their organization. Instead of copying individual files, it works with complete backup sets to intelligently replicate and manage data according to your configured options. This integration simplifies deployment and helps keep backups organized and consistent. One of the primary design goals for ImageReplicator was simplicity. Installation only takes a few moments, and creating a replication job is straightforward. Select the backup source, choose a target, configure the schedule, and save. Whether you're protecting one or many systems, setup remains simple and easy to manage. Once configured, ImageReplicator manages the rest automatically. It runs scheduled jobs, monitors the backup location for new images, and automatically replicates them to the chosen destination. This ensures reliable off-site protection and reduces IT workload. As shown in the upcoming demonstration, the process is simple to manage. We listened to our customers. Many organizations wanted a lightweight application focused entirely on replicating backup images. That focus makes ImageReplicator easy to deploy, configure, and maintain. Administrators often request simpler daily management. They want easy creation, monitoring, and adjustment of replication jobs, along with quick verification of operation. ImageReplicator offers a straightforward web interface for these tasks, avoiding unnecessary complexity. Every organization has different backup needs, so replication must be flexible. Some replicate immediately after backups, while others do so during maintenance or outside business hours. ImageReplicator enables configurable schedules to match needs, minimize network impact, and keep backups current. Customers wanted more visibility and security. Administrators need alerts for replication success and issues. ImageReplicator offers centralized management and status monitoring, enabling quick health checks of replication tasks. Security was a key design factor. Features like user authentication, two-factor authentication, and support for immutable cloud storage help protect backup data against unauthorized access and ransomware. These capabilities make ImageReplicator more than a simple file copy tool. It's a secure, reliable replication solution. ImageReplicator eliminates manual file copying by running configured jobs automatically on your schedule. This automation ensures consistent backups, reduces missed or human errors, and enables IT staff to focus on other tasks. Every environment varies, so ImageReplicator offers flexible scheduling, immediate, daily, weekly, or custom to balance recovery goals, network bandwidth, and maintenance windows. ImageReplicator supports multiple replication destinations, including local storage, network shares, NAS, remote sites, and cloud platforms like Amazon S3, Google, Wasabi, and Azure. This flexibility enables organizations to adopt both traditional and hybrid disaster recovery strategies. Knowing that replication is successful is as important as configuring it. ImageReplicator offers real-time status updates, enabling administrators to verify replication, detect failures, and monitor job health from one interface. ImageReplicator supports replication to cloud storage protected with Object Lock. When Object Lock is configured on a compatible storage platform, replicated backup images inherit that protection, helping safeguard them against modification or deletion. ImageReplicator offers a web-based interface for administrators to configure, monitor, and manage replication jobs remotely. Whether supporting one office or multiple locations, remote management simplifies administration and reduces the need for physical access. Administrators shouldn't need to check replication jobs constantly. ImageReplicator can automatically email notifications for success, failure, or errors, enabling IT staff to respond quickly and ensuring backup replications function properly. Every replication begins with a backup image created by ActiveImage Protector. ImageReplicator works alongside your existing backup environment, protecting the backup images it has already created. This allows you to add off-site protection without changing your existing backup strategy. Once backup images are available, ImageReplicator automatically processes them based on the replication schedule and rules you've configured. It handles replication without manual intervention, ensuring backup copies remain current and available. ImageReplicator supports a wide range of replication destinations, including local storage, network shares, NAS devices, remote locations, and cloud object storage. This flexibility lets you build a disaster recovery strategy that aligns with your organization's infrastructure and business requirements. Throughout the replication process, ImageReplicator continuously tracks job activity and status. Administrators can quickly verify successful replications, identify issues, and monitor the health of their replication environment through a single interface. ImageReplicator can replicate backup images to local storage devices, providing an additional copy on separate disks within your environment. This is a simple way to improve redundancy while maintaining fast recovery access. NAS devices remain among the most popular backup destinations for small and medium-sized organizations. ImageReplicator can automatically copy backup images to supported NAS devices, making them available for rapid recovery and providing additional protection against local disk failure. Existing Windows file shares can also serve as replication targets. This enables organizations to leverage their current infrastructure without requiring specialized hardware or major changes to their backup environment. ImageReplicator also supports a wide range of cloud storage destinations. These include S3-compatible object storage platforms such as Amazon S3 and Wasabi, as well as Microsoft Azure and other supported cloud services. This gives organizations the flexibility to use their preferred cloud provider for scalable off-site backup protection without changing their existing ActiveImage Protector workflow. For many small businesses, IT resources are limited, making automation especially valuable. ImageReplicator can automatically copy backup images from a local server to a NAS device or cloud storage, providing an additional layer of protection without increasing day-to-day administrative effort. Managed service providers often protect multiple customer environments, each with distinct recovery requirements. ImageReplicator enables MSPs to automate off-site replication, helping ensure that customer backup images remain protected while reducing the need for manual management. Large organizations typically manage many servers across multiple departments or locations. ImageReplicator helps standardize replication policies, automate off-site protection, and improve visibility into the status of replicated backup images throughout the enterprise. Many organizations are adopting hybrid environments that combine on-premise infrastructure with cloud services. ImageReplicator fits naturally into these environments by replicating backup images to cloud object storage while keeping primary backups on-premise. This approach combines fast local recovery with secure off-site protection. Object lock is a feature provided by compatible cloud storage platforms that prevents stored objects from being modified or deleted during a defined retention period. ImageReplicator can replicate backup images to destinations where object lock has already been configured. The storage platform establishes and enforces the protection, while ImageReplicator delivers the backup copies into that protected location. Ransomware increasingly targets backup repositories because attackers know recovery depends on them. When backup images are replicated to storage protected by object lock, these copies cannot be altered or deleted during the retention period. This gives organizations a protected recovery point even if production systems or primary backups are compromised. Retention policies determine how long replicated backup images remain protected by object lock. These policies are configured on the cloud storage platform, allowing organizations to meet their recovery objectives and compliance requirements. By combining ImageReplicator with appropriately configured object lock policies, organizations can help ensure protected backup copies remain available when they're needed most. Earlier we looked at various storage destinations supported by ImageReplicator. From a security perspective, let's look more closely at the cloud platforms and protocols that enable secure off-site replication. In addition to object storage, ImageReplicator supports several popular cloud services, including Microsoft Azure, OneDrive, Google Drive, and Dropbox. This flexibility allows organizations to use existing cloud accounts or enterprise storage services as replication targets, helping simplify deployment and reduce infrastructure costs. ImageReplicator also supports standard file transfer protocols, including SFTP, FTP, and WebDAV. These options provide additional flexibility for organizations with existing storage infrastructure or specialized environments. Whether you're replicating to a modern cloud platform or traditional network storage, ImageReplicator offers a wide range of destination choices to fit your environment. ImageReplicator is managed through a modern web-based console that can be accessed from any supported web browser. Administrators can configure replication jobs, review system status, and monitor activity from a single interface without requiring direct access to the server. This simplifies day-to-day management while providing a consistent administrative experience. Most organizations have more than one person responsible for backup and disaster recovery. ImageReplicator supports multiple user accounts, allowing administrators to securely share management responsibilities. This makes it easier for teams to collaborate while maintaining accountability and controlled access to the system. Because the management interface is web-based, administrators can securely manage ImageReplicator without being physically present at the backup server. Whether supporting a single office or multiple locations, remote administration reduces travel, speeds response time, and makes it easier to manage replication across the organization. Passwords alone may not provide sufficient protection for administrative access. ImageReplicator supports two-factor authentication using an authenticator application, adding a second verification step when users sign in. Administrators can require two-factor authentication for all users accessing either the local or remote web console, helping protect the system even if a password is compromised. Backup and disaster recovery are often shared responsibilities. ImageReplicator supports multiple administrator accounts, allowing organizations to assign individual credentials to each administrator instead of sharing a single login. This improves accountability, simplifies administration, and helps organizations follow security best practices. Security also means knowing when something needs your attention. ImageReplicator can automatically send email notifications for successful replications, warnings, and failures, allowing administrators to respond quickly if an issue occurs. Rather than constantly checking the console, IT staff can be notified when action is required. Together, these security features help protect both the backup data and the replication environment. Two-factor authentication helps secure administrative access, individual user accounts improve accountability, email notifications keep administrators informed, and secure remote management simplifies day-to-day operations. Combined with immutable storage support, ImageReplicator provides a comprehensive approach to protecting off-site backup copies. A good data protection strategy starts with a reliable local backup. ActiveImage Protector creates image-based backups that provide fast recovery from common issues such as accidental file deletion, hardware failures, or operating system corruption. Local backups typically offer the fastest restore times and should remain the foundation of your recovery strategy. Local backups protect against everyday problems, but they don't protect against disasters that affect the entire site. ImageReplicator automatically creates additional copies at remote locations or in the cloud, ensuring that a second copy of your backups is available even if your primary location becomes unavailable. For the highest level of protection, consider replicating backups to cloud storage that supports object lock. Immutable backup copies cannot be modified or deleted during the retention period, providing an additional layer of defense against ransomware or accidental deletion. Creating multiple backup copies is only part of the process. Organizations should regularly verify that backups and replicated copies are completing successfully and remain recoverable. Periodic testing helps ensure that your recovery plan will work when it is needed most. Together, these best practices form a comprehensive data protection strategy. Start with reliable local backups, automatically replicate them off-site, protect critical copies with immutable storage where appropriate, and regularly verify your backups remain recoverable. ImageReplicator automates a key part of this process, making it easier to build a resilient disaster recovery solution with minimal administrative effort. This diagram brings the complete strategy together. ActiveImage Protector creates the primary backup on local storage, providing fast recovery from everyday failures. ImageReplicator then automatically copies those backup images to an off-site destination, where immutable storage can help protect them against ransomware, accidental deletion, or other threats. By separating production data, local backups, and protected off-site copies, organizations can create multiple recovery options and avoid relying on any single system or location. ImageReplicator was designed with simplicity in mind. Installation is quick, configuration is straightforward, and replication tasks can be managed through an intuitive web-based interface. Organizations can begin protecting backup images in just a few minutes without adding unnecessary complexity. Security is built into every aspect of ImageReplicator. Features such as two-factor authentication, multiple administrator accounts, secure remote management, email notifications, and support for immutable cloud storage help protect both your backup data and the replication environment. ImageReplicator automates the replication process, reducing the possibility of missed backups or manual errors. Once configured, it continuously protects the new backup images according to your schedule, giving administrators confidence that off-site copies remain current and available when they are needed. Every organization has different infrastructure and recovery requirements. Whether you're replicating to local storage, a NAS, a remote office, cloud object storage, or another supported destination, ImageReplicator provides the flexibility to fit seamlessly into your existing backup strategy. That concludes the presentation portion of today's webinar. We hope you've seen how ImageReplicator makes off-site backup replication simple, secure, and reliable while helping organizations strengthen their disaster recovery strategy. We'll now transition to a live demonstration where you'll see how easy it is to configure a replication job and monitor it through the web console. After the demonstration, we'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. For these demonstrations, I'm using a Hyper-V server running ActiveImage Protector. Backup images are written to a dedicated SSD mounted as drive B. Using fast local storage for the primary backup repository provides excellent backup and restore performance. ImageReplicator then copies those backup images to one or more secondary destinations for additional protection. Let's begin by creating a replication task that copies our backup images to Amazon S3. The source for this task is the backup repository on drive B, where ActiveImage Protector stores backup images after they are created. For the destination, I'll select Amazon S3 Object Storage. ImageReplicator supports several replication targets, and configuring cloud storage is just as straightforward as configuring a local destination. I'll give this task a descriptive name so it is easy to identify later and configure it to run immediately whenever new backup images become available. With the task saved, ImageReplicator immediately begins replicating the existing backup images to Amazon S3. During replication, the console displays the job status and progress in real time, making it easy to monitor activity and verify that backups have been successfully copied off-site. Once the replication completes, our backup images now exist both on the local SSD for fast recovery and in Amazon S3 for off-site disaster protection. Cloud storage isn't the only replication option. Many organizations also maintain a secondary copy on local network storage. Let's look at that next. Cloud storage is an excellent option for off-site disaster recovery, but many organizations also maintain a secondary copy of their backup images on local network storage. For this replication task, the source remains the same. ActiveImage Protector stores backup images on the dedicated SSD mounted as drive B, providing fast backup and restore performance. This time, however, the destination is a NAS device mounted on the Hyper-V host as drive R. Aside from selecting a different destination, the configuration process is identical. I'll assign the task a descriptive name, configure it to run immediately whenever new backup images are detected, and save the task. ImageReplicator immediately begins copying the backup images from the local SSD to the NAS. During replication, the web console displays job status and progress, allowing you to monitor the operations in real time. Using a NAS provides a convenient second copy of your backup images on separate storage within the local network. This approach is ideal for organizations that want additional redundancy and rapid access to backup images without relying on an internet connection. For our final demonstration, let's watch the automation in action. The ImageReplicator web console is open and monitoring the backup repository on drive B. In the lower right corner of the screen, ActiveImage Protector is completing an incremental backup of our Hyper-V virtual machine. As soon as the backup reaches 100% and the new backup image is written to the SSD, ImageReplicator immediately detects the change and automatically starts the replication task. There is no need to launch another application, run a script, or manually copy files. Once the replication task has been configured, the entire process is automatic. The web console displays the replication progress in real time as the new backup image is copied to the configured destination. When the replication completes, the workflow is finished. Every new backup created by ActiveImage Protector is automatically replicated, helping ensure that your latest backup images are always protected without any additional effort. Now that we've completed the demonstration, we'd like to point you toward several resources where you can learn more. Detailed product information for ImageReplicator is available on Actiphy's website, including an overview of its features, supported destinations, system requirements, and deployment options. Additional technical information is available in the ImageReplicator documentation. The documentation provides detailed instruction for installation, initial configuration, creating replication tasks, configuring storage destinations, managing users, and monitoring replication activity. The latest ImageReplicator installation files and available updates can be downloaded through the Actiphy website. We recommend using the most recent release to ensure access to the latest features, compatibility improvements, and product updates. If you need assistance with installation, configuration, or troubleshooting, Actiphy technical support is available to help. Our support team can provide guidance on configuring ImageReplicator for your environment and help resolve any issues you may encounter. That brings us to the end of today's presentation. Thank you for joining us and for taking the time to learn about ImageReplicator. We hope today's webinar has shown how automated off-site replication can strengthen your backup and disaster recovery strategy. We'll now open the session for questions.